Hi guys, today, I have an itch, sorry. The title of my little chat to you is Always Adding, Never Taking Away. So before dieting and thinness had the primary reason for eating healthy in our culture, wellness professionals were primarily focused on making sure people got enough and plenty of health promoting foods rather than focusing on the removal of unhealthy foods. So, in other words, up until diet culture happened, nutrition was largely focused on what people should be including or adding into their lives or health, rather than focusing on what people should take away. So, if there's anything I've personally learned about nutrition whilst going through my whole nutrition program and in recovery from diet binge cycling, is that a strong focus on food avoidance comes with a long list of side effects that I'm sure we all know about, like diet binge cycling, disordered eating, feeling crazy around food, etc. After all, we're a species that have evolved over millions of years to seek food rather than avoid food. So, spending all our health related efforts trying to stop our primary urges is bound to have negative consequences on our psyche and general well being. But on the flip side, focusing on adding in health promoting foods brings many of the same health benefits that our culture typically seeks through the pursuit of food avoidance. So basically, if we're adding in instead of taking away, the health benefits are hugely more beneficial if we focus on adding in than taking food out, especially up in your mind and your mental well-being. It makes a big difference. And I'm really amazed at what happens for most of my clients, especially those dealing with nutrition related illnesses like diabetes, for example. Just making this one simple change in how they approach health, that is just from shifting their focus from taking out foods that they deem problematic to their blood sugar or their health, to instead adding in foods that will have a positive impact on their health and well-being, like moving your body, getting lots of fibre and protein, eating regular meals, etc., are all things that you can add in to your life to help manage your blood sugar, for instance, without actively restricting anything. So it still counts as broccoli if you add it in a macaroni cheese, basically. So adding in, not taking out, because taking out and restriction 99% of the time always ends up to binging anyway, and then you're on and off this diet wagon. So how about having no wagon and just focus on, if health is a value of yours, which it doesn't have to be for everybody, focus on adding stuff in. So something that really helped me during my recovery was actually giving myself the opportunity to eat 3 meals a day and get nice and full, and then anything extra I wanted alongside those meals was also completely fine. And I found that when I gave myself opportunity to give nourishment to myself, because I know from monitoring my physical feeling and energy, etc., that eating vegetables made me feel good. So I would focus on adding vegetables in every time I ate, if it was like, if it made sense. Obviously, if you're having like I have a banana pancake for breakfast with like honey and peanut butter on, veggies aren't going to go well with that. So whenever you can and it makes sense, add veggies in. And then before you know it, you're eating more healthful foods without actually dieting or restricting. And then before you know it, you're like filling up your life with healthful stuff. And then the less nutritious, I'm being careful of my language because I never like to say the word junk food or treat food, because you're not a dog and food isn't junk. Food is an amazing source of life. So focus on adding in and not taking away, and it's a complete mindset shift, and you'll actually be able to stick to the healthy behaviour that you want to do. Okay, where are we going to do the walk with Hero? Well, I'll answer that shortly. Okay guys, so I love you all, and speak soon. Bye. Da-da. I always do a little sing at the end, maybe because it's awkward.